Hey guys, welcome back to Detroit Garage. It's time to give this Silver Series 453T some loving. So the plan is to tear it down and rebuild it. I picked this up from Idaho last spring and dragged it home. And it's a true silver, not an imposter like I built for my truck, but a manufactured Silver Series. And the plan is to rebuild it and keep it as a spare, and then put it in the Diamond T. So that is some time off, but at least I'll get the ball rolling. And I want to thank Brandon for donating these access covers. Thanks, Brandon. I've also been buying parts for it. I bought this off of Brandon as well, and some other parts I'll be getting. So I'm also trying to purchase, as we speak, a blower with the bypass valve on it, but we'll see how that goes. So we're going to tear it down, see what parts, internal parts, are in it, and if they're any good. I did a previous video just looking at a couple of things, and I think the camshaft needs to be replaced in it. Obviously the governor is broken, but I've got the double weight limited speed governor here for it, and this one was a VS governor anyway. So this particular engine came out of a skidder that was in Idaho. So I've cobbled together quite a few parts for this engine already, but I still need to get some more. But I will be buying stuff over the next coming week and months. The plan is to put a new overhaul kit in it with Silver Series components. So I'm going to build this with the low port liners, 0.74 inches, and the crosshead pistons, everything silver, including the blower if I can find one, with the bypass valve on it, and run that in the Diamond T. So should be a lot of fun. So I'll pull the head off, pull the crank, liners, and then the camshafts, idler shafts, etc. It's kind of thrown together because I got it essentially in parts, so I kind of put it together and pressure washed it. She's pretty dirty, hey? So here's the head. We'll pull those valves out of here, have a good look at it, and then send it off. We'll send it out to the machine shop and have it hot tanked and magnafluxed. Well, the timing gears look really nice. No rust, and from what I can tell, no chips. All right, so we'll pull the front cover off next. Give it a good look at the crank. So the crank, from the last time I looked at it, was in really nice shape. So I don't see anything wrong with that. I'll mic it up so I can order the correct bearings. Oh, that's tight. That's all of 300 foot-pounds. So I'll pull the top cover off and pull the camshaft out and have a good look. This camshaft is pretty much trashed, so we'll just have a good look at it now and see. Yeah, it's in pretty hard shape, so I don't think I'll be able to use it. I don't know what it is with skidders and bad camshafts. I guess they just don't change the oil. Yeah, she's crap. It's just the one, unfortunately. Just the one exhaust lobe. Oh, more than that. All right. Yeah, really dirty oil. Wow, that is nasty. Every lobe is gold. The worst one is this guy right here. If I can find a shop that can do camshafts, it's savable. If not, I have to replace it. All right, here's a look at some camshafts. This camshaft here is out of the silver, and it's an 892 part number. And it has to be replaced. There's a lot of galling on it, and it's in nasty shape. These other two camshafts, this one's out of a Barco loader. It's in really nice shape, and it's a 510. And then this camshaft I replaced. It was in my old engine, and I wasn't happy because there's galling on that as well. See over here. So I replaced it with a performance camshaft, but I want to keep the camshaft in this engine stock, so I'm gonna mic up these camshafts and see if I can find any difference between the old green cam and the silver cam. Maybe some of you guys can comment below if you know there's a definite difference, but from visual inspection so far I don't see any difference. They look identical. So here's the idler shaft. It's got some interesting marks on it. It's almost like when they overhauled it last, they dropped it, but that could be water contamination from sitting. But I have two really good idler shafts as well, so I'll dress that up. So I had to think on the camshaft last night, cross-check some numbers. I measured up these camshafts. I cannot see any difference between the silver and my green cams. But anyway, I dropped by the machine shop today and spoke with them, and I'm going to take this cam in and give it to them and see what they can do with it. So they're a dealer for a machine shop called Superior Camshafts, and they assure me they can do a really good job on this. So I'll show them the core here and see if they can rebuild this. And then I've got a brand new silver camshaft, and then there's no question whether or not it's the same lift and duration and all that stuff. So, and I'm tired of breaking 1/2-inch bits. So I have a 3/4 to 1/2 inch, and it's good to 487 foot-pounds, and that broke like nothing. So I bought a 1/2 inch breaker bar, or sorry, a 3/4 inch breaker bar, and a 3/4 inch 1 1/8 socket to get that crank bolt off. So I'll get that bolt off now. And then we'll pull the crank out of it, pull the front cover and the crank off. Yeah, these bolts really get welded in after 30 years or so of being attached to something. So that's where I've broken my 1/2 inch breaker bars and stuff, is on these camshaft bolts and the crankshaft bolts. But I hopefully will end that now. With the 3/4 inch stuff, let's see, shall we? Let's see if this works or not. Oh, I hate putting this amount of torque on stuff. Oh, look at that, hey? Makes child's play of it. Wow, that's awesome. Wow, it didn't even know it was there. Okay, just blow that off. This one's not really good. It's plumb. Alright. This one's not just a it does not hurt. There, just being very gentle, not to mark the covers up. There we go. There. There we go. Nice. Measure that up now, make sure that pump's good. So a fair amount of wear on that sleeve. Looks like something came apart in this engine at some time in its life from the damage on this counterweight. Probably a liner broke like what happened to me. But anyway, there you go. A, B, that cap's been changed too. C, D, E. right. I love it. I see that in the variant. So, I know this is the one. See what it is. I love it. Standard. So, me standard. I didn't have that, so I'm just going to log on. So, for this is nice class. This is on standard. Yeah. Not that you show you that motion is. Yeah, same. Yeah. Okay, so that Camshaft. I love that what you did. But let's go pick up. That's scoring as well. So two bearings scoring this is there. So I got that one P, the edge of that P. So we'll put it right, and then I'll have to worry about that work. Yeah, it's kind of shape. We'll pull that up and make sure. But this is deeper. And so I'll do it. Alright, you guys look. And maybe I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah, very nice. So the tank is very good. Camshaft on the wheel. The one tank box got 3 tank for and 15 more people's spares. Consider it. Yeah, nice. Right, let's get out of there. We'll use that. Okay, support so that can measure the fashion. Okay. Oh, yeah, first, two guys. Orange. Orange. Just a little bit of damage to it. But nothing that'll stop it. Yeah, just that little corner there. All right. There she is. Yeah. So I think most of the wear is just oil contamination. So there's a little bit of a definite contamination there. A little bit here, but overall in pretty nice shape. Okay, I'll pull this cover off now, and then we'll pull the liners out. Change the style of bolts on the rear cover as well. Gave it more sealing area so it won't leak. And it looks like it's got a sealant on the face of that bolt too. Like you see on the gaskets. So I'll have to copy that, I suppose. When they made the silver, they wanted to reduce leaks. Noise, leaks, improve horsepower, fuel economy, all that stuff. So this was the last gasp at trying to make the two-stroke compete with a four-stroke of the day. I think the competitor to this was the Cummins 6BT. There we go. Yeah, nice. So clean that up in the parts washer. And we'll pull this. That's bonded on there. That's that shim between this and the flywheel housing. So important not to lose that. Okay. So the next task is to pull the two remaining liners out of it. And then pull all the plugs out, pressure wash it so it's not all nasty for the machine shop. And she's good to go. It looks like the cover's never been off. It looks like a fresh block here. So I don't think this engine's had a full out frame. So I think if this engine was rebuilt in its past, it was an in-frame rebuild only. Yeah, very happy. It's a keeper. You kind of take a risk when you buy these, but I bought it from somebody I know, and I wasn't too worried. I knew it was a pretty good engine. All right, we'll go get the liner puller and pull those liners. So here's the liner puller. I bought this off an old Detroit mechanic. And it's pretty sweet. It's a little bit too big for the 53, but it does the job. So this works really nice. Just pulls that liner out like nothing. There. And you can tell the coolant, it had good coolant throughout its life too. So And in all honesty, guys, don't laugh too hard, but this liner, it does have a considerable lip. I was gonna say I could reuse the liner. In a pinch, you could hone it out and reuse it, but we're getting new liners. Okay, it's a bit finicky, but it's better than beating the liners out with a hammer. That was my previous method, a chisel and hammer. Wasn't pretty. So liners look really good, all things considered. Some scuffing. And I'll show you the difference between the tall and the short ports here. These here, I'll go get another liner. Gotta make some room. So there's a look at the block. In very good shape. So there is the low port liner here on the left and the tall port liner on the right. And you could tell the liner on the left had a good cooling system throughout its life, and the one on the right didn't have any cooling system, just straight water. And you can see the difference. So this engine broke a liner not long after I put it on the road because it couldn't cool the liner. Too much scaling. So the manufacturing date was March 27th, 1990 for this liner. And the bearing sets are June 1990. So it was overhauled in the 90s sometime. And I don't know what the date was on this old liner. But you could physically see the difference. The short ports are 0.74 inches and these are 0.84. You could see how they differ in height. So that's the difference. And this was native to the Silver series when it came out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these liners back in it. In my Silver, I'm running the tall port liners. I mean, it runs really sweet, but I'm going to experiment and try these. So we're going to tear the head down now. The head is not from this engine. I picked it up when I bought the engine, but the Silver head was removed and sold, as I understand, and then this head came off a different engine. So it looks like it suffered considerable water damage. And we'll pull the valves out and see. Wow, I'll get the light. It's pretty nasty. Wow, that is some serious debris in there. I think this is going to be pretty nasty. Oh yeah, they're seized. She's solid. But I have been surprised before how these clean up. So my 353 head looked like this. Oh yeah, that's pretty nasty. The only big consideration are those seats. Well, I think that cleaned up pretty nice, guys. The seats look pretty nice. The next litmus test is to throw some new valves in that and see if they seal up. But it looks promising anyway. I think we're good. Anyway, it's on the It's pretty much ready to go to machine shop now. And it's not great. But I think we'll see most of that has to go. And I think we're also good. You guys know how to use them. Well, there you have it, guys. That's basically ready to go to the machine shop. I'm just going to pull the plugs out of it, pressure wash it, and send it out. So again, thanks for checking in. I hope you enjoyed that video, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.